We're gonna watch Honest Game trailers, Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker.
The following is rated S for spoilers.
Ah, a lot of people asked for it. This is gonna be fun.
From the people that brought you a lifetime of never-ending fantasy comes the finale of a story almost a decade in the making, where you'll tie a bow around this epic tale of wonder and magic by prancing around as your extremely embarrassing OC. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Experience the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV as the success of Shadowbringers and the utterly desolate state of WoW brings an influx of new players to Eorzea, wreaking absolute havoc on the servers, where attempting to log in took as long as waiting at the DMV, and congestion issues were so bad that they literally had to stop selling the game, where longtime fans were really happy to have their favorite game finally recognized, right until they get kicked out by an error and have to wait another 2 hours to log in. It's way more stable now that WoW refugees have lost interest like everyone knew they would. Look, FF14 won an award for Best Community, so saying that automatically can't be toxic. Discover the bevy of changes Square added for this expansion, where they tuned a bunch of classes and skills for 90, all of which everyone was naturally unhappy about because their mains got nerfed, along with the addition of new classes, Sage and Reaper, that, like any new class right out of the box, do a ridiculous amount of damage just by pressing 3 buttons. Then trek across the new areas as you explore to the ends of the galaxy, smacking every monster and alien you meet along the way until it dies horribly, in an expansion that doesn't change much, but just adds more of the FF you love. Unless you Fantasia into a bunny boy, then you'll know what it feels like to be a K-pop star all the time. Ooh, feels wrong to be this beautiful.
Yes.
Witness the final journey of the Scions, as Endwalker puts together all the narrative seeds they've sown since even before ARR, to finally uncover the threat that has plagued past and present, as the Warrior of Light travels through time and space in search of the secrets of the crystal, with the help of all the friends you've made in your long journey, all discovered through a million escort quests that will have you truly understanding the meaning of the name Endwalker as you literally RP walk through the story, so you don't end up losing your NPC and having to start the painful walk all over again. Then bask in the beautiful and poignant moments that could only be possible because you spent 5,000 hours with these characters, right until it slams 14 monster energies and throws you into one of the most anime finales you've ever laid eyes on, in a narrative that feels like the accumulation of all the Final Fantasies you've ever experienced all rolled into one, which is exactly what you're here for. And even though this might be the end of the Scions, there will definitely be new characters for everyone to lust over. I mean, there's still more Hildebrand after all. After you've prevented the calamity, loiter around the endgame, and kill time doing all the side things that you missed while you power-houred through the story, as you run all the 90 dungeons and raids, gathering gated currency to get your eye level maxed, so you can sit in Party Finder to do savage content with strangers, as you smack your face against particle effects and colorful mechanics for hours to not clear it, or avoid all that stress entirely and do all the other stuff designed to keep you subbed, like grinding your gathering and crafting, doing treasure dungeons, leveling up side classes, or waiting hours on end for a super rare monster to appear as someone writes the entire Shrek script in chat, all to bide your time until the next batch of content comes out instead of doing literally anything else, because at this point, you've developed separation anxiety with this game. Though to be fair, the true endgame never really stops, because the glam game is forever. Seriously though, Yoshi P, if you can hear this, next expansion, please add more space to the glamour chest.
Yes,
Doesn't even have to have a story, man. I just really need a place to store my hats. So call forth your dynamis, and put a smile on your face, in an epic conclusion worthy of its fantasy moniker, where just because it's the end doesn't mean it's final. Because there's definitely still at least 10 more years of content for you to pay for. And if there's one thing that Square excels at, it's squeezing that golden goose until it's a dry husk. I'm already shaking in anticipation for 1.014 Classic to come out. Shut up and take my money. Starring Weeaboo of Light.
I don't think they'll do 1.0 Classic.
This is Thancred, Meowster Waifu. They'll pay us not.
Wait a second, I want to go. Oh my god, I want to start that again. What the hell? Starring.
Shut up and take my money. Starring Weeaboo of Light, Sister. This is Thancred, Meowster Waifu. They'll pay us not, mine sub. Precious Catboy to protect at all cost. Ponytail Mario. Toga Party. Fun Daniel. Regina George, Big Mommy Crystal, Millennion, Dad is the Pudding Way, and 2B Leggings. Fantasy Boys 14, Moon Tycoon.
Holy moly, that is so good. 6.0 to
Tell us what you'd like
6.01.
to hear in my epic voice in the comments below.
Oh my god, he has such a good movie voice. And that was totally a thing in like the 90s and early 2000s, and then the movie voice trailer just like went away. But yeah, it's a classic. I'm glad he does this for like a lot of things for video games. It's so funny.